Everybody, Unrested back again with a little story for you about an angering situation I encountered today. It made me very, very ranty-ravey, and I'm going to make a video about it right now. I'm working my job in the morning. My morning job is different from my afternoon job, which is artistry, illustration, drawing for RPGs. During the morning, I do a really quick kids class just because the money's good. I know the owner, and it's fun to do. 12 kids, really fast class. Teach them a real quick lesson, and I take them to the playground. And I was doing just that today. I was out taking them to the playground as I usually do in the morning. And on the way out there, we're pulling about 12 kids. I say pulling because we have like a rope, right? And these kids are 1 to 2 years old. They can't stay in a perfect line. We have this rope that has these little plastic handles on it. They can easily grip, and it keeps them in a perfect line, so you're walking with them real slow like that. You go really slow, step by step. You say 1, 2, 1, 2, and they march along perfectly and usually stay in line. And sometimes some of them lose their shoes because they don't always pull the straps really tight. They've mostly got Velcro straps. And as usual, what happened was one of their shoes came off, which is not a big deal. They're wearing like really thick wool socks at this point. We're in the middle of early winter, I should say. And when that happened, we always say, okay, everybody stop, and then we go back, we get the shoe, and we put it on. That happened today. The kid at the very back of the line, his shoe fell off about 1 foot away from where we had just moved to, and we stopped, we got his shoe, and we put it back on. No big deal. Pretty common day, and pretty common encounter for something that goes on. And me and the Japanese teacher, because you always have at least one Japanese teacher with you, especially if you have 12 plus students, you by law have to have another teacher with you. Began to march on to the playground as usual. Come on, kids, let's go. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this Obachan just ambles out of the mall that's next to our little school there. And ambles, hey! She's all angry, she's all pissed off, and we're all like, okay, what's going on here? And of course in Japanese, but I'm going to translate it for you. She's like, hey, you didn't even see when that kid's shoe fell off. What are you doing? And she's yelling this at the Japanese teacher I work with there. She's yelling it at her. She's not yelling at me. She's not even looking at me. She's not even acknowledging me, even though I'm controlling the entire line. The Japanese teacher I work with is at the back of the line, and she's just, keeping the rope straight so that the kids don't make this wavy snake-like line. And of course, right away, she does the direct apology of like, oh, sumimasen, sorry I didn't see that, gomenasai, I understand what you're trying to say, ma'am, because she's not a customer there. She has nothing to do with our business. She doesn't have a kid there because she's way too old to have a kid. She doesn't have a daughter who's young enough, or old enough, I guess, to have a kid there, so she has nothing to do with our school. Definitely she doesn't have any kind of association. She's just this random angry person yelling at us that we didn't stop fast enough to put one of our little students' shoes on. She's just totally ranting and raving, and okay, maybe she was upset by what she saw. I understand that. I guess we could have stopped like a millisecond faster. Like literally we stopped 2 to 3 seconds after it fell off. We got like about 1 foot, like 12 inches, and noticed it was off. The kid's won, so he can't talk. He can't say, excuse me, my shoe fell off. He's just like, He's not communicating with us that anything is happening. We have to see it. And if he's at the very back of the line, the thing is he'll be actually a little bit underneath you and behind you, about knee high. And so if his feet lose a shoe, you don't even see that happen until you take a look completely behind you and see it. And that's what happened. That's when we saw it. I mean, this is so common. This happens so much. I'm going into way too much detail to describe something that is an everyday occurrence. It's like, a kid poops his diaper. Yeah, that happens every day. So this lady's like freaking out though. She's like throwing a fit over it, like as if it was her kid, like as if we had like taken some kid and like kicked him to the fucking moon. And we're just like, she's just like, okay, sorry. Like even the Japanese teacher's kind of like, okay, sorry. I'm really sorry. Like I'm sorry. And like this lady just keeps following us, like following us all the way over to the playground. And I mean, like that's a 5-minute walk, and she is just still yelling at the Japanese teacher the whole time. So finally, I had seen enough. She was, at this point, being a bully about it. Like, you don't pay attention to your kids, you're not watching what they're doing, your kids are going to get hurt, that kid's going to lose his foot, like, going nuts, like, stupid shit. And I was like, hey, go ahead take them to the park. I'm going to go talk to this lady. So I step up, and I mean, this, fucking little Obachan looked like a little rotten toad, hunched over a cart, like, you know, I'm not saying like she's got like a wheelie cart to help her stand up. It's like a cart from like the grocery store. And she's all like, what? Why are you coming up to talk to me? And I was like, hey, like, okay, so pretty much in Japanese I said, hi, wakatta, bye-bye. And like, that's all I said. I was like, pretty much saying, yes, ma'am, we understand, thank you, bye-bye. Okay, you can leave now. Thank you very much for your information. You can leave now. I was snippety, I'll be straight up. I mean, she obviously wanted someone to come up and very ferociously confirm that we had heard her, and that's exactly what I did. And then she's all like, I thought her head was going to go into a fucking another realm. It was backing up so much. And she just keeps standing there, like, staring at me, all pissed off. So I was just like, yeah, I'll stand right here, too, all pissed off. I mean, I don't know, you seem crazy. You might come over and try to stab my kids. Now I'm more worried about them because of you than you are about me. And so I'm just standing there, I'm like, yeah, what's up? You know, you got a problem, you can leave anytime, you know. I know you don't need to come over here and play on the train in the park here. We've got a big train jungle gym. You don't need to come over here and play with that, so I know you don't need to come to the park. And she's all like, I wish say bye-bye. Like, why are you saying bye-bye to me? And I was like, kaede, go home. Okay? So, doshite kaede. So finally I'd had enough. Like, okay, you wanted to come over here and start a little fight and bully my Japanese teacher here. It's time I bully you a little bit back. So I said, "Tame ni kanke nai datte, kaede." So pretty much, I just said to her, because this is none of your business. You do not work here, you do not have a kid here, you do not belong to any part of association here. You can fuck off and go home. Now, fuck off is more extreme version in English. I said it probably in the most aggressive way I could in Japanese, which doesn't actually have fuck in their vernacular. The closest thing would be shine, but I did not say shine. She got the point at that point. She was all just like, well, and she like scooted off, like she didn't even have any more words left at that point. And she was all like, maybe, I could see she was thinking about, maybe I'm gonna go over to their business and try to talk to somebody there, but I just watched her the whole time. I was just like, yeah, go ahead, no, go ahead, try to go in there and talk to them. Talk to my friend who owns the school there. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, don't let me stop you. I'm just watching you the whole time. It's okay, go ahead. No, don't even worry about it. Go ahead, it's okay. She didn't go. So anyway, we went in there later and we told everybody what had happened. We kind of warned them about this lady because usually if you ever have a crazy person coming around a school full of kids and stuff, you want to warn the other employees and be like, look, this person is nuts, okay? So just watch your back and watch your kids' back. You always got to report that to the other people working there. And so pretty much we got explained to that she's from an area called Amagasaki, and apparently there's like a lot of new money in the area that we're working at, like a lot of new rich younger families and stuff like that, and the Amagasaki people are like super pissed about this, and this pretty much led to her just throwing a fit over anybody she met there who she thought was like a little bit higher class than her. I don't think I really come across as looking like high class, but you know, you never know what people are going to go flip out about. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day, my little story of someone going totally crazy. Japan, for the most part, I would say 90% of everyone you meet is going to be super polite and nice. This is the exception. Nonetheless, I do like to share these stories. I'm Unrested. If you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe.